Hello, freak bitches. Attributable to the Montreal Protocol, the most successful environmental treaty ever, human-made ozone-depleting substances are declining, and the stratospheric Antarctica ozone layer is recovering. However, the Antarctic ozone hole continues to occur every year, with the severity of ozone loss strongly modulated by meteorological conditions. In late November and in early December 2020, we measured at the northern tip of Antarctic Peninsula the highest ultraviolet irradiances recorded in Antarctic continent in more than 2 decades. Yeah.
They recommended all appendages covered, gloves at all times, and sunscreen on your face.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I went to Australia the first time, they used to have these ads everywhere about skin cancer. Ads are everywhere about skin cancer because I think Australia had an issue with the hole in the ozone layer as well.
I think it was the same hole that just extended out.
That was all from hairspray from chicks in the 80s. That's like poison.
That's a lot of hairspray. I think it might have been more things.
No, it's hairspray. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at the size of that hole. Holy shit, that's the hole in the
I
ozone?
don't know when this picture was taken, but that's directly over Antarctica.
Yeah.
Bro, we could have cooked the whole Earth with hairspray. Look at it. It's still pretty big. That's a big-ass hole as recently as 2019.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's getting any better. Just moving around a little bit.
You've seen the old Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Like when he's on Hoth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's Antarctica.
Right. The desert. Yeah.
It just was it was just white as far as I could see, but literally not a single insect. No wildlife. So we went and checked out some glaciers, did some hikes, and just kind of waited for the weather for.
Then they never have any wildlife up there ever.
There is plenty of wildlife, but from my understanding, it is at the extreme outer edges
where the
Antarctica.
water is.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the cruise ships will kind of come through there for all because I think there's millions upon millions of penguins, but there's no food source in the interior.
Oh, right. So they have to dive in the water and get fish. Yeah. Have you ever seen leopard seals?
Online, yes.
They're my favorite animal.
Why?
Because they're
like of
fucking
all
awesome.
animals?
No. They're my favorite animal in the water. I'm just talking crazy. They're one of my favorite animals. I'll say that. Okay. That's a fact. It's like, you're my best friend. Really? Like that motherfucker?
Fuck.
They're just seal killers. Or penguin killers, rather. They don't even look like a real thing. They look like a character in a movie.
That looks like a dinosaur's mouth.
I know. It's a giant wolf mouth attached to a beautiful seal. And so they're a seal that's evolved to be extremely predatory. They killed a researcher a few years back.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. All people need to know about the ocean, and all they need to remember is that everything in it is there to fuck you up.
It's monster soup.
Yeah. Everything in there, like the jungle, is designed to either sting you, bite you, poison you, or in combination.
Yes. And they are eating each other at a staggering rate because that's all they do.
And if you go into their world, they're going to fuck you up.
Did you see the video of the kayaker in Hawaii that got attacked by the leopard shark?
That's why I don't kayak. Yeah. Odds of not having that happen when you don't kayak? Fucking
zero. Fucking zero. Yeah. The tiger shark one freaks me out, man, because that thing was that wasn't a mistake.
There's people, I used to live in San Diego, there are people who would stand up paddleboard out to Catalina. And have those experiences. Like, no.
Fuck you and your experience.
No.
There's so many sharks out there.
Yeah, if you do that and you get eaten, I'm not going to say, like, you should have known better. Oh,
that's the people that got swallowed by the whale. Yeah, the whale swallowed the kayak, and they were inside it for a couple seconds. And then the whale's like, what is this? That's not fish.
Oh, my God. I have not ever seen that video.
I think he's probably annoyed with
stand-up paddleboarders like, I need to get down a little, get my base a little bit better. So
imagine.
No, I cannot imagine.
Imagine seeing that happen. You're out there like a moron on a paddleboard. It's like, oh Jesus, I'm getting ready to be eaten now. They're turning on us. They're tired of us wailing. Imagine if whales just all of a sudden start fucking people up. Like,
have you not seen the stories coming out of the killer whales that are teaching each other
how to sink boats? Yeah,
because they think one had like a traumatic experience with boats when it was younger, so it's passing on this beta of, hey, maybe you should fuck these boats up.
Yeah.
Don't go in the water.
Small insight from a maybe orca expert, Shadow Chosinko.
A maybe orca expert.
Oh, he's a very big orca fan, I know, but he said they're teaching. They're using the boats to teach. I'm trying to find the note where he was
teach how to sink boats.
No, to teach how to hunt is what he was saying. So they're using the boats to teach them how to hunt. They just happen to be in the area.
Oh, wow.
I can't find the tweet. He might have responded to someone. I definitely saw him say that.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Like interesting insight if that's what's happening.
They're probably also annoyed with people.
Let's see if he said somewhere.
Why is it on Chad Ochocinco?
He's the one who he talks about orcas all the time.
No shit.
On top of eating McDonald's a lot.
We're talking about the football player?
Yeah.
Or ex-football player?
Yes. This might have been a couple days ago now. He tweets a lot, too.
He's a funny character. He said he saved all his money flying Spirit Airlines and wearing fake jewelry.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, the first 2 years he played, he lived in the stadium.
Good
Buddy
for
of
him,
mine,
man.
very close friend of
Fuck
mine,
yeah.
played pro ball for 10 years. He actually lives near Austin. His name's John Wellborn. And some of the stories he has about watching people come into ungodly wealth,
Oh, yeah.
and then what they chose to do with that ungodly wealth that, of course, terminated into not having anything, are shocking.
Well, it's not that shocking to me. It's like you're poor your whole life. You're waiting for the moment where you become a baller. You become a baller. You're also young and impulsive. You're wild. You're playing football professionally. You're probably getting dinged up all the time. So you're always in this sort of semi-compromised state of chaos. And then on top of that, all the teammates you have are driving Rolls Royces and wearing diamonds. And I want a fucking diamond. I want a Rolls
Some of
Royce.
them are. And then there's people like John who would go to the Goodwill and get like a jacket with the felt pads and rent a Ford Taurus for a year from Hertz.
Good for him.
It's like, it's
Good
not.
for him.
Where are the role models for those other people who? It's like,
Yeah.
I get it. I don't come from that world, and I don't understand what that would be like. But I almost feel like the NFL or any organization like that should be responsible to provide at least guidance and knowledge when it comes to finances.
You're talking to the wrong guy because I would be balling. I'm telling you, if I was in the NFL, I would be right there with him. I'd be balling out of control.
I think you'd be smart enough.
I'd be driving a Ferrari. I'm not
You'd
that
have
smart.
a baller account, and